Hello guys, and welcome back to Rule the Waves 3 with our Austria Hungary playthrough. In the last episode, we went to war with Italy. Again. We are outmatched in a lot of ways. They have battle cruisers, we have none. Our best battleships are rebuilding, and we don't have any submarines. They have way more planes than we do, and we're the only country in the world still using airships. So, it's been pretty brutal. However, they've decided to do a coastal raid where they almost certainly hit their objective because I started so far away from them I couldn't really stop them from achieving their objective. However, we've had a pretty good run here where we may have taken some hits to some destroyers, that's for sure. And one of our light cruisers even got torpedoed, and I feel like it might have been from a friendly ship. But I have wiped out, like sank at this rate, almost or roughly, well, they had one more heavy cruiser than us, but I think I've wiped out almost half of their total heavy cruiser fleet, like fully, in this battle already. We've gotten a destroyer to stop, and we're still chasing them. We're not letting them get away from us. So we're gonna keep rolling through with this fight here. This is actually my leader of the fight right here. We're gonna pass by enemy aircraft are approaching our light cruiser division. Yeah, that's been slowed down because of the Fido. Fido's having some problems. Not a lot of damage taken. Our fleet that's fighting is doing pretty well. Our crews are really, really good, honestly. So, we're getting a lot of shots in. They seem to be successfully bombing some of our light cruisers with their planes. I have requests for heavy cap. I might just ask for the maximum cap at this point. We're right next to our shores, so we should have range for that. Their actual ships are just running away from us. We have some screens from the heavy cruiser, though I don't think that's where we really need them. We're just pummeling both this destroyer and this heavy cruiser with shots, but they're basically both dead in the water already anyway. The actual main enemy fleet at this point has stopped running in circles like they've been doing for most of this time, and they are just running away at this point. They're just trying to get the hell out of here. I see we have some recon groups there. We're pretty much just going to leave these behind. I've been picking up nothing. I refuse to pick up any survivors. There just doesn't seem to really be a point. I'm pretty sure these things are dead and not going in here. Medium damage, on fire. I don't think that's going to recover. And then this destroyer, heavy damage, on fire. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be recovering. We have some corvettes running around here too. Probably some minesweepers. No, these are some ASW ones. Okay, there was an enemy submarine in the area, but it didn't really amount to anything. We're not picking up anything. We're just gonna be chasing after them. It is interesting to see them running away. What time is it now in game? It's still kind of like middle of the day. They can go 30 knots, so we can sort of, kind of outrun them. Sort of, kind of. But right now we're going squad max like -1, so we just have to point ourselves at them. Just go, 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 and hope we can catch them. But they're going right for their base also, where they're going to have a lot of air support. Something heavy right there. Says it's a BB with heavy damage. Not so sure about that. The fronts of our divisions can fire on them from the rear to the point where we even have an enemy destroyer that's not looking too hot. Slowing down over here. I'm going to pull out and away a little bit to not run directly into it. Enemy aircraft approaching AH division. 30 unsighted fires, 4-inch guns at DD Pallade class. It's our corvette. I think our corvette is attacking. Well, that's a way to keep them down. Oh wait, no, they have more Pallade classes here, yeah. Well, that's fine. We're burning through that main ammo still. I wish we had more main ammo, like, reliably, but... Woo! Pola's running out of ammo. Now, yeah, all of our cruisers are burning through their ammo right here. Spalato approaching enemy ships. You're getting a little close. The light cruisers are a little slow right now because of the Fido. You have to turn them a little bit out of the way. But they're gonna finish that Calliope class at this point. Let's turn them back down. You guys turn inwards towards there. You guys turn a little bit inwards. And we're getting good shots off on their ships as they're retreating. They have air in the area very clearly. But we have cap by the look of it. Cap engaging. I don't really know how to read those reports yet, to be honest. But still, we're chasing after them pretty well. We're able to open fire on a lot of their ships, you know, catching a destroyer here or there as we go. If we could capture another big ship, that would be fantastic. What we have right here is looking very strange. I would love to turn out to the right, but I'm actually going to turn out to the left here to get a broader firing angle and join up with my other heavy cruisers, who are getting dangerously close to the enemy destroyers here. We're going to get going up behind them with our main force. Their main force is kind of turning. Their main goal is very obvious. It's very obvious what their main goal is. Their main goal is to get into port and escape me, but I'm just going to keep chasing them. And this enemy Calliope class destroyer is trying to get close to us, but we're getting ahead of it. It won't have the best firing solution unless it tries to shoot behind it. But right now we're good. We're slowing down an enemy Trieste, medium damage on fire. Ooh. And this enemy Calliope is pretty much dead in the water. That Trieste is basically going to be dead in the water as well. And by the looks of it, they're turning away from the port. Okay, we're going to turn inwards a little bit. I'm going to keep just passing behind this guy right here. I don't want to pass in front of him at the moment. Oh, here you go. But we're going to turn past him and try to get in between them and their port. We've put that another enemy heavy cruiser to sinking. It is just flat out sinking right now. And turn inwards like so. Hopefully there's no collision there. Thankfully there was not. Even with the Fido slowing us down, these light cruisers are getting some good stuff in. Again, our light cruisers are almost equivalent to their heavy cruisers, and our heavy cruisers are well beyond theirs. They don't seem to have any of their battle cruisers here. So these heavy cruisers are just well out in the front right now. Kind of keep them going straight east to keep getting in between the enemies and their port. Our other heavy cruisers just pretty much chasing after them. We might want to turn because that looked like it might have been a torp launch. Just a little bit of turning, a little bit of changing of angle. Enemy aircraft are approaching. Yeah, we're right next to their air base. They're going to be approaching us like crazy at this point. We're going to need to turn down a little bit more towards their port. We have a ton of AA in the area on our ships, so that makes me a little more confident about everything we're doing here. You can see our ships start maneuvering here. It's common when you start getting bombarded by enemy aircraft approaching cruiser division. Dude, their aircraft are such a fucking nuisance. They're such a nuisance. 50% of heavy AA ammo remaining. Yeah, we're starting to burn through this shit. Enemy Trieste hit by a torpedo. Yeah, that shit's not getting up at this point, probably. We're just cutting them off pretty well here. These are our main guys. They're falling behind. Their needing to maneuver is slowing them down. The light cruisers are getting past them at this point. And those destroyers are not giving any rest to this Trieste. Not that I told them to. They're just going out of their way. There's enemy destroyers back here that they're fighting as well. Our airship recon. Dude, this is going to be a pretty crazy battle in terms of losses. Enemy Trieste hit by torpedo. Yeah. They have some light cruisers over here. The Partenope. 29 knots, 1916. Pretty old. Our older light cruisers, the Jupiters, can actually solo these guys. We've already seen that. And that's what's getting in between us and the base right now. We can see oh, here's a CVL. This is where their carriers have been the whole time and why we probably keep getting shot a lot. It's probably what these guys are here to do. They're here to stop us from running into those ones. Well, that's a much nicer target, I might fucking say. We're going to turn south a little bit because I also don't trust that these don't have torpedoes. They do have torpedoes. Let's change our angle a little bit. Because these guys are kind of getting away from their ports and they're slow. This shit is moving slow. That is a much more tempting target than a couple of light cruisers. Although, clearly, while chasing after them, we're going to be shooting at them anyway. How much ammo do we have remaining? Where do I check that again? Gun caliber, 4-inch data, hit percentage, hits scored, rounds fired, rounds left, 0, 20, 76, 0, 53%. All right, it says 53%. I guess that's like the different ammo types. 53%. That's secondary guns, though. What about main ammo? Forward ammo is like completely out. Aft has some ammo. But we still have enough ammo to be firing. And certainly, if we can get close enough to their CVs, we could maybe do some damage. Especially their main CV down here. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to let those light cruisers go. These CVs are a much nicer target. We'll just keep it going like this for right now. Use what ammo we have to try to deal some damage to some enemy carriers that are 18,000 tons and covered in 6-inch guns. This could honestly be maybe a pretty tough thing for the flavor of ships that we are using. But it shouldn't actually be too bad. God, my ships are just all over the place right now. 1, 2, 3. I was like, where the hell are the others? There they are. And they're doing pretty well. They're pretty healthy. This guy's taking on some structure and flotation damage. We're at a point where we might want to start running away at this point. But I can't just do that out of nowhere. While there's still daylight, we have like any ammo at all, and there's Aquilas here. There's 6-inch coastal batteries firing on us. DD Yusoki hit a mine. It's probably around here. I don't know. Mines are not good. But shooting Aquilas, I know I'm going way in over my head right now. I know I'm going way in over my head. But like, this is well beyond the whole point of their mission at this point. But holy shit, man. Now here's a problem, is we're starting to get so close that their destroyers are going to become a nuisance. And with my lack of ammo, this is going to start being problematic. I don't know if I can really chase after them at this point. Especially not with their air striking me this much. We keep scrambling. The AI keeps scrambling to avoid, and that's creating a problem. And with how little ammo we have, and I mean, let's check. Ammo, yeah, dude, the ammo counts are getting really low. I don't know that we could really keep this up. So we might just want to turn away. Start heading back up to Pola, unfortunately. I'd love to go in for the kill. But if we get ambitious to the point where we don't even have any ammo and we're still going, we might just want to stop. Not to mention, there's also like AA ammo we have to worry about, and we're starting to run out of that as well. So we might just want to turn around at this point, start going home, see if we encounter anything on the way back. Hopefully not get anything else blown up. We've destroyed, I think, a lot, most if not all, of their heavy cruiser force, and we can be pretty happy with that. So if we can just get home safely, I think this will be a pretty good battle for us. While heading back to port, I found this lone little destroyer here by one of our ports. So with our very minimalist ammo, I'm sure we're going to start opening fire at that thing. There's something that was shooting one of our coastal batteries, and I don't know that it would be this KE patrol boat. Oh god, I wonder if any of the like minesweepers or ASWs have been like hurt. Oh no, this is a motor torpedo boat, patrol boat. Oh, they've been engaging in combat. Interesting. Oh, well that's very interesting. He's just running into the ground. What are you doing? Let me slow down to max -2, give us some more capability to shoot. A destroyer is not like the greatest prize in the world to be killing, but I mean, what kind of destroyer is this? 1,800 tons. If you can just kill it pretty easily, that's still a prize. That is still a prize. Look at how little ammo we have. One of the only things that we realistically can be hurting. And it has light damage, but it's still capable. We'll have to turn around on it. The light cruisers are the ones mostly shooting it, and they're shooting over some land as well. But they're taking their shots. It's trying to speed up and run away at this point. I don't mind chasing after such a small ship, because even with a small amount of ammo, it's pretty easy of a target to go for. We'll turn around this land and head up here towards where we have some coastal batteries. Oh, hello. You're getting strangely close to us over here, sir. I'll turn these heavy cruisers out of the way. You guys have, like, ammo, right? Okay, you guys have ammo to fire. How much of it is main ammo? It's decent. It's a decent amount. Yeah, okay. It's just really just the forward turret in general that's missing anything on you. There's actually a whole bunch of their ships in this little area. And we believe, apparently, that we have found a seaplane carrier just this is where the coastal battery firing was happening. You can see our coastal batteries have taken a lot of damage here. This is a legitimate 6-inch coastal battery. Oh, it's been engaging with an enemy destroyer that's mostly dead. My other heavy cruisers kind of got out of sight of me here. But yeah, they have a whole bunch of things over here as well. A seaplane, some destroyers, a seaplane carrier, some destroyers, things like that. So I'm just like charging up on them is what I'm doing. Maybe not the smartest, but they seem very terrified of getting in range of me. And they're not, if they are launching torps, they're being really bad about using them because our health is really good right now. I feel like I can very safely give the flotilla order attack in this situation as well. What are these other heavy cruisers trying to do in the meantime? They're AI controlling themselves into a core. Well, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. I feel kind of bad for this battery here, but sinking these ships right next to me, by the way, it's probably the better use of my time. We are in a very weird situation. I'm going to speed us up to 32 knots as well, because ideally I can get ahead of these. We're entering a very narrow situation that can be maybe a little bit problematic for us. Yeah, like we're just getting way too close to each other. Considering we're dealing with destroyers. Destroyers that are now running into the ground out of fear, and so we can easily just get in front of them at this point. Oh, this is nice. This is really nice. Yeah, okay. Well, that's just easy shots at this point. Medium damage and it stopped moving. And then 2 of these Corazine destroyers as well are just kind of stuck here. Okay. We're going to just sail all the way through is what we're going to do. Probably take these off of this at this point. Max -2. You guys are going to go the same way. We're going to like loop around sort of is what we're going to do. The light cruisers. Can you speed up yet? No, not really. I'm just going to go up behind. Get as many shots in as possible. Trying to sink these. The destroyers are going in for the kill. We'll put you down to 25 to give everybody else a chance to catch up. Get you moving in a direction. Have these other heavy cruisers start opening fire. The Danao, CA Danao, that sounds like ours, is hit by a torpedo, unfortunately. Yeah, that was very probable with this, so that's not the greatest. But, can I have to do it through the order of battle, that's right. 2nd Cruiser Division, Danao. Are you damaged enough to just detach and return back to a friendly port? Seems so. Regardless, we can keep opening fire on all of these enemy ships, which are continuing to go. The light cruisers are out of sight. Yeah, their AV is seemingly dead in the water. DDs are passing right by them. The enemy DDs are coming after us still. One of them seems to be dead in the water for now. Enemy DD hit by a torpedo. You guys turn over here. You guys just keep going up. Whoa. DD Elb hit by a torpedo. That sounds like it would be one of ours. It is, yeah. Sia Danao hit by a torpedo again. That's not very good for what we're actually getting here. And where is the Danao? Yeah, it's just up here. It's just up here having a not so great time. The Corazine is the one getting those shots, and damn, that missed. Oh well. We'll just keep going the way we're going. Ideally, I guess we want to go down to 25 or something to keep that in range so that we kill it so it doesn't like wipe out the Danao on its way out. The Elb is looking not very hot either. The Elb is kind of its own thing right now. Detach and return home, I could tell it to do, but I don't really think it's getting out at this point, one way or another. We have you guys going back. Kind of unnecessary at this point. I'm trying to just really inflict maximum damage onto the enemies as possible. Lika, enter port at Fiume. I can't even see where the Lika is. So no. Fiume. Oh, that's up here. Oh, this is a port right here. Oh, yes. Time elapsed. We're almost through the entire battle time. We're going to speed up again. Some more. Speed up our speeds here. The light cruiser's just kind of coming after us. The Frundsberg is getting stuck, but we have made dead in the water every one of these ships that seaplane carrier has sunk. This battery, 89% damage. We We have an injured destroyer back here. Where is it on the list? Is Koki? Whatever it is, it hasn't actually detached. So we have an interesting situation here. This guy is trying to get somewhere that it probably shouldn't. Maybe we should just turn around and go port in Fiume at this point. I feel like that might be just the smart... Oh yeah, it's nighttime too? Okay, yeah, we might want to do that. You know, we have a heavy cruiser passing, right? Like crashing into a fucking destroyer at this point. Which doesn't seem very smart. Alright, we've lost control of basically everyone due to the proximity. We're not picking up any of these. I want to get everybody back to base as soon as possible so that we don't encounter any unnecessary losses. So let's get max speed and let's just head up to Fiume. There you go. Someone was firing on an AMC. I don't know what the hell is happening at this point, but we're basically out of ammo to be doing anything with. So max speed is going by. I don't really have a capital fleet right now. There's a lot of destroyers that are kind of doing their own thing, including a light cruiser, a Jupiter-class light cruiser that's just sailing about. Yeah, that's fully expected. Destroyer force is new flag division, and it's coming right up on an enemy ship here. Oh, yay. Just, oh, yay. This thing can't move worth shit. It's so fucked up. It's got so much flotation damage. And now in the middle of the night, it runs into a heavy cruiser. That is ridiculous. It's dying. Yeah, it's dying. Well, let's see if we can get it home. Probably not at this rate. But there's not a lot of time left in the battle. If they're just going to keep gunning it, then yeah, this destroyer's dead. There's not too much we could do about that. But it's just a destroyer, so that wouldn't be that big of a deal. And it sank. Okay. Well, we are over the time. That destroyer has sunk. And at this point, I think we should be safe to, you know, get the results in. I can't wait to see the results of this battle. One way or another, I cannot wait to see the results of this battle. Oh, this is sinking, but it's not sunk. Now our 6-inch coastal battery is firing off at it during the middle of the night, and that's what's keeping this battle going. The battle ended shortly after, and an ASW corvette was torpedoed by an enemy submarine. So let's see here. They sank 2 ships, meeting their goal. They picked up survivors, didn't make a difference, but we sank so much more than they did. So let's see what happened here. So we lost 1 destroyer. We just watched that. We lost 4 corvettes, so mostly, and some AUKs. So they sank 3 trade ships. They sank 4 corvettes, and only that 1 destroyer at the end. Everything else is just damaged. We sank 5 heavy cruisers. I think they only had 11 total. And we sank 5 destroyers and an AUKs. So I'm guessing, oh, that was a seaplane carrier, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. They also lost way more air than we did. So the victory points here are well in our favor. So let's exit out. Yeah, we just got almost 10,000 VPs, 2 prestige. They got almost 4,000. Yeah, let's just give that whatever name. I don't really care too much. That was a massive initial battle for the war. One of our destroyers sank an enemy submarine, normal submarine in the Mediterranean. A corvette of ours sank an enemy submarine, mine-laying submarine. A corvette sank an enemy submarine. A corvette sank an enemy submarine. A destroyer of ours was sank by a mine, unfortunately. And we are somehow blockading them. What? Great Britain is not ready to join the war against Italy at this time. Yeah, they're never ready. They're never ready. It's because they don't have enough tension, probably. But they're almost there. Well, we'll say they could join whenever they're ready. I am so amazed by that. And we are resisting invading Italian troops, which is good. Tensions with Japan will be building up because Italy is allied with Japan, meaning we could go to war with Japan eventually. But for right now, yeah, that was really good. We only perma-lost a couple destroyers. Speaking of, what did we actually lose? Let's look. So, sort by year. What did we lose? We lost 1 destroyer. It's not even telling me what corvettes we lost. I can't even find what corvettes we lost. So I'm thinking the corvettes that were lost were actually just motor torpedo boats. Quite frankly. I'm thinking that's what was lost. Either way, we still have our motor torpedo boat squadrons. That makes it even funnier. They didn't even sink corvettes. They sank motor torpedo boats. That's what they managed to sink. What about our coastal fortifications here? Do we still have all the 6 inches? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, this is a good way. I think we lost one. No, we still do. Let me just count the amount right here. 25 coastal. So we didn't lose any of our coastal batteries either. We literally just lost 4 motor torpedo boats, and those come back immediately. None of our permanent corvettes. And a single destroyer. And I'm not actually sure. Let's add this to a division. Was that one of our new destroyers? Yes, it was one of our new destroyers. So the only actual normal ship we lost in that entire engagement was a single one of our new Python destroyers. Well, that's that right there. I can add another Python to the construction to replace that. No problem. Yeah, generate a random name for that. One more Python to the construction to replace the one that we lost. And then, dear fucking God, let me look at the ships right here. Heavy cruisers. Yeah, they had 11 heavy cruisers and we sank 5 of them. That's almost half of their heavy cruiser fleet. Just got fucking sank immediately. And somehow, despite them having a bigger bar than we do, we are blockading them. I don't really understand that. 214 value on ours. They have 216. They have more of a value. How are we blockading them? I don't understand this. You must be 110% of enemy strength. Then why are we blockading them? That doesn't make any sense, but okay. Well, that's good, just good in that case, because we don't have our submarines, so if we're blockading them, that's just some easy VPs. And we're planning our invasion of Greece, but they are also invading Sardinia. We are resisting attacks so far, which is good. I don't think there's anything I can really do to make that go any better. As a fascist nation, they just get to do a blitzkrieg attack without actually needing to do a naval landing, which is unfortunate. And I saw this coming, though. I know we're going to be dealing with this from them for a while, but hopefully we can just resist there. I'm trying to get Greece in the meantime. Sardinia is actually worth more than Greece, and we're just kicking their asses in the meantime. Their fleet tonnage has been reduced quite a bit. And immediately we have generated a convoy defense, battle-sized medium, up by Pola again. And it's just, why does it keep doing this? It just gives me a fucking minesweeper. No, why would I accept this ever? Coastal raid against them. Ooh. Not sure how I feel about that. This is basically going to be the same thing again. Heavy cruisers, light cruisers. I don't know why it keeps putting this one in its own location. Put that at the top. Don't know why the fuck. Why the fuck are you doing that? Tons of destroyers. 1 light cruiser group only. A lot of heavy cruisers. There are no more heavy cruisers beyond that, unfortunately. However, we can still just go ahead and add an Admiral Spawn class to this light cruiser division. And this is kind of the same setup. We are the ones doing the raiding in this battle. So that's going to make this pretty interesting. Priority land-based air for this battle. Attack objective, suppress enemy airfields, or attack enemy ships in general. Seeing as our bombers are primarily medium bombers, I think I'll make the priority just attacking land, the objective. Whatever the objective is, attack the objective, you know. That's what I want you to do. Whatever the objective is, I want you to attack that. We are right about at nighttime. Destroy 1 bombardment target. Yeah, if the medium bombers could come help us out with that, that would be fantabulous. But as it stands right now, this is what we have to work with. We can have night cap, also night search. I didn't have night search active before by default. It just defaults to having night cap. Let's get this like so. I'd say heavy, honestly, maximum cap you can afford. They're gonna come for me, so we'll assign that. And then this is our little group here. I might as well just for now put this in automatic control anyway. And then we'll get headed over to that objective. However, looks like we actually have a full episode right now as things stand. So we're gonna have to continue this on the next episode. So for now, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you on that next episode.